Welcome back to Rover Ramble's Rags to Riches. It's day 3 and we're still at Vlad's house and it's really late in the day. So I'm a little bit panicked as we're starting out. And then something really weird happens, right? So I spin our wheel for the day and I get rocket science and he's talking about woohooing in a rocket ship in the background to Vlad. And also it ends up being GeekCon. So it's like this fated thing. We absolutely have to do it. And any other day we couldn't possibly do it. So I grabbed some plasma fruit from Vlad's garden because I thought it might come in handy at some point. And then I jet over to GeekCon. I obviously have to give myself like a suitably geeky outfit. And I think I did a really good job. Look how awesome I look. I especially like his socks. We're also still suffering from our burning passion ailment. So we're just going to leave that and see how that goes. So Rover's like super excited to get on his gaming machine. And I'm going to say, like, I don't really go to GeekCon. I don't really go to the festivals in the game. I end up just in my house doing whatever. So it's quite nice to see him just like chilling out and playing on the machines and like throwing blocks around. Is this blick block, like 3D blick block that is so sick. And then I managed to score myself this half-eaten veggie burger. So I have a munch on that. And then while I'm enjoying the atmosphere, Liberty gives us a call. And she's like, hey, do you want to go to GeekCon? I'm like, okay, yeah, you can come with. So I buy myself a t-shirt. I don't put it on because it would ruin my full body outfit. And then as I'm doing this, the rocket ship lands and someone's been woohooing in it. So I totally have to check out who it is. And then look, it's these jokers from like Cottage Living. And she looks totally ashamed that we've caught her at it. Anyway, so I decide that I'm going to have a go at the hackathon and I sit down, get 2 seconds in, immediately stand up and throw up from our burning passion ailment. Right. So then I have another go and I sit down and I'm like determined to compete in this hackathon. And then Liberty arrives and distracts us. So we have to say hello to her. And then we have this little chat about the weather and stuff over the table. It's very British. And then I'm at it, right? We're going to hack. Except, no, we're not. First of all, we're going to like throw up fire and set on the computer on fire. So I just give up and go to the toilet, decide to have a little wee before we then go into space. So I hop in our spaceship over into my little spacesuit and I'm off. I'm waving goodbye to all my fans. No one's there. We have no friends. And I go off into space. And the chance card that I get ends up being whatever this is. Which results in us crash landing on the moon. And I'm so sure that we're not going to be able to come back, but then we land safely and that goes wonderfully. We look great. And then I have a little chat with Liberty about cancelled TV shows. I imagine in my mind we're talking about Firefly still in 2025. I wash my hands for a little bit and then join the queue to talk to the talking toilet, which is like the most popular thing in town. And more people are joining in and we're all just there having a chat with this toilet. It's super cute. Now I'm aware we haven't actually made any money yet. So I grab like a poster and I start looking around and I see this person asleep. But then I also see, oh my gosh, this like homeless dog and its name is Rosie. And we start talking and it has like the best traits. It's like a sleuth and it just loves everything. And I spend like ages making friends with it and like check that it's in like our friends' contacts and stuff. And then it's off. And I watch it stroll away being like, I'll meet you again, Rosie. But then Rosie decides to go to karaoke night and just disappears in the door. So obviously we're going to go to karaoke and I start going. And like my thing with karaoke, right, is just take over the machine and don't let anyone else sing into it. And that's my plan of how we're going to win. Except I start to feel really ill. So I go and like throw up in our new best friend toilet, which hopefully should be making me feel better. But then as I come out, there's this slag like singing into the karaoke machine. So I have to go over and distract her by like talking about art and pretending we're really like arty people and she's into it. And then I managed to sneak my way back on. And look, people are loving it. They're like romancing to my beautiful tones and stuff. And I'm like giving it everything I've got. And I'm just like totally hogging this thing. And even if I can't like do the karaoke competition again, I can just keep singing. This guy, like, he's a bastard. We're just going to ignore him. Someone did actually tip us, which was quite nice. Also, my burning passion element set this on fire. But then, we win the competition and I also get the self-assured trait. So this was like the biggest victory and I do a victory lap and the song is amazing and it's all like ooh ooh if you listen to it. It's so great. I was really, really happy. So I then decide probably it's time to go home and sort our lives out. I'm still thinking about Rosie though, and I didn't see her inside. So, like, maybe we can invite her around at some point. So, it turns out that poster is worth like a huge amount of, not huge, but like 200 simoleons. And I plant the plasma fruits, and then remember, like, we can go and like get stuff from the garden. So, I go and do that. I'm going to plant strawberries, and I've got snapdragons. So, there's obviously plans for the future. But he's so upset, his knees are so low, that he decides he doesn't like gardening, and I can't have that anymore. So he finally gets himself like a little home. I can't build him a full trailer yet, so I just get him like a couple of bits, you know, like a bed and a fridge and a shower, and he's done for the day. And I'm super pleased with everything we've done. I had like tons of fun with this one. Hopefully if you watched it to the end, you had fun too. We're going to be back for another one shortly, I imagine. Anyway, thank you for watching. Bye, 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 bye. Bye. Okay, bye. Bye. See ya.